thoughts can take us, how full our days can be, how free our dreams can make us. A special welcome to all our parents, honored guests, relatives, and friends. We have accomplished an important goal in our lives, and we are very happy to share our 1987 commencement exercises with you tonight. As we have traveled towards one of our greatest accomplishments, we have had many experiences together. Throughout our years, we have made new friends, cherished old friends, shared our sadness as well as our laughter, and learned from our mistakes. Our senior class has crossed many bridges together, and tonight we cross another bridge, being the 35th graduating class from the Prior Lake Senior High School. We would like to say thank you to all our teachers and parents for everything they have done for us. After tonight, each of us will go our separate ways. Perhaps never will we be together, but we will always have our memories of the class of '87. In growing we have shared, in learning we have found friendship. In unity we hold our rewards of today, our promises of tomorrow, and our memories of yesterday. Farewell from the class of '87.
Graduation ceremonies are essentially ones which recognize academic excellence. It is an honor to have worked with the many extremely fine scholars in this class, and we'd like to at this point recognize those who have achieved scholastic excellence. Beginning first of all, and if you would come up for your awards, with the class valedictorian and salutatorian, Cindy Blakeborough and Paul Keel. On behalf of the faculty of Prior Lake Senior High, Cindy, I'd like to present you with both the certificate honoring you as the class valedictorian, and also with the certificate honoring you as a valedictorian. In addition to that, a plaque with your name on it will be inscribed and placed in our guidance office as a permanent reminder of your scholastic excellence. Paul? Yeah. Same for you, guy. All right. Paul? I'm asking the two of them to stick up for just a second because they are part of the next group, which will be given awards. The next highest excellence award is that of Board Scholars. And on behalf of the Board of Education, I'd like to award the following students: Cindy Blakeborough, Paul Keel, Chris Casey, Heather Bickett, Todd Chenard, Debbie Ellingson. Carrie Hinkles. Stephanie Hennon. Renee Earlbeck. Rob Lear. Lori Miller. Patty Spindler. And Mark Zeman. As board scholars, those students represent the top 5% of their graduating class. At this point, I'd like to call your attention to several of the other awards that are on the insert in the program. We have 3 National Merit Scholarship winners, if you just stand when your name is called. Cindy Blakeborough, Debbie Ellingson, and Michael Frank. We have 2 National Merit Commended students, Lori Miller and Darren Weir. It's an honor also to announce the winner of the Kathy Thielen Memorial Scholarship, T.J. Thaldorf. Your advice. On the back of the program, I'd like to call your attention to the Dollars for Scholars Community Scholarships and give specific thanks not only to the 25 contributors, the community groups, businesses, organizations, and the private sector of the city who have sponsored that, but would also like to thank the chapter of Prior Lake Women of Today who organized the Dollars for Scholars program and reinstituted it this year. And would call your attention to those scholarships and the additional scholarships which are listed. In addition, 2 of our students have been accepted in National Military Academies. They are at the Air Force Academy, Terry Iverson. Terry, would you rise, please? And for an Air Force ROTC scholarship, Dean Morris. At this point, I'd like to introduce Dr. Cy Kruse, Superintendent of Schools. On second thought, the superintendent thinks we ought to follow the program. And I agree with him. At this point, I'd like to introduce the senior vocal students. If you would get up, I'll tell them, the audience, who you are. Jenny Nguyen, Amy Robinson, Kurt Simon, TJ Theldorf for vocal, Deems Jader, Mike Carvin on percussion, Mike Fletcher, and Kathy Gibbs on keyboard. Singing the class song, Lean on Me, by Bill Withers.
Good evening, everyone, and let me add my special welcome to parents, family, and friends of the class of 1987. I want to offer a very personal set of congratulations to this class. I know so many of them and consider a number of them my personal friends. I've gotten to know them very well over the years. You know, this is the second time that we've had an outdoor graduation exercise. And we're very, very fortunate to once again have this beautiful evening to have you here at Laker Field to help in the commencement exercises to the class of 1987. Those of us here on the platform looked over to the right just a moment ago and saw a beautiful rainbow. It's gone at the moment, but it's still fair and sunny, just like this class. We saw a few raindrops about 5 this afternoon, and we know that these class members have had and will have some raindrops in their lives. But on the whole, they have such great promise that I think they have to be described as the class that's fair and sunny. There's a tradition that was put in place in Prior Lake nearly 15 years ago. Up until that time, politicians and college presidents presented the commencement addresses. Since that time, the faculty of the high school has identified 1, 2, and on occasion 3 individuals to make the commencement remarks. And this year is no exception. I'd like to ask Michelle Frank to come forward as I introduce her. Michelle Frank is the daughter of Donna and William Frank. She has been student council president twice. She is the historian of the National Honor Society. She has participated in volleyball, band, chorus. She served as a cheerleader, basketball manager, and appeared in the spring play. In student council, come on up, Michelle. In student council, she was identified with the Most Leadership Award twice and Most Enthusiastic once. All academic team, the Bronze Congressional Award, voted most likely to succeed and most active by her classmates. Michelle has a grade point average of 3.5. She will serve as a student ambassador to Russia and then will attend St. Norbert College, majoring in international relations. The title of her speech is Pausing at This Commencement Door. Will you welcome Michelle Frank?
Administration, school board, faculty, family, friends, and my classmates. People who have come to visit us in our homes may socialize for hours and then linger at the door with words full of meaning that come with a rush from the heart. Oftentimes, the best things that are said come at moments of parting. As we, the class of 1987, are lingering at this, our commencement doorway tonight, these are my parting words that I feel I want to share with you, the class of 1987. Many thoughts rush to my mind and heart. The first thought is, we are being flung into a society that's not operating as smoothly as we would like. It's okay to be uncertain. It's okay to be scared. We are young adults in a time when some of the leaders of the world are behaving like children. As each day passes, we may be becoming more and more skeptical as to the honesty and forthrightness of our nation's leaders. If we were not a little uncertain as to the future of our society, I'd be worried. There have been many people who have helped us along the way. Our values have been established and nurtured by our community, our friends, and most importantly, our family. At a time of skepticism and uncertainty, these people have demonstrated honesty and character. In high school, it stands to reason that we have selected friends in whom we've had something in common. These friends had the same values, integrities, and helped each of us to build our self-esteem. As we exit this commencement door, let us remember those people and take time to let them know they are appreciated. As young adults now, we need to learn to be a part of this, our society. During high school, we learn the basics of democracy and how our government should work. When we become a part of society, we will see democracy and our government in action. Beyond this door tonight, we need to continue to listen, read, discuss, and if warranted, write to appropriate officials. The opportunities for a high school graduate are endless. Some of us have chosen to travel, some college, some vocational school, and still others the armed forces. Whatever our choice, there will be opportunities available to us. Even in our chosen professions, there is less discrimination as to the work choice. Men have become homemakers, and women have become welders. During high school, we had opportunities as girls to take auto mechanics, and as boys to take home economics. We must search out opportunities. For anyone who wants and wishes, opportunity will come. Keep a positive attitude, and the door of opportunity will always be open. We are now at this, our commencement door. If in the future we continue to build on the positiveness of life, we will continue to learn, share, and give. We will continue to see each other's strengths, regardless of race, color, or creed. In addition, my wish for the class of 1987 is to be strong in conviction, to be capable in application, and to do good when we can, and to hold our wits and our intelligence as a shield against other people's fallibilities. We need to learn to enjoy the life of our choosing in a world of our making. Each of us needs to be brave enough to live life creatively. The creative is the place where no one else has ever been. What we will discover will be wonderful. What we will discover will be ourselves. These are my parting words as tonight's commencement door closes softly behind us. Remember to live and dare to be happy.
Tonight we have a very special feature. Members of this graduating class suggested that they'd like to present something very special for their parents tonight. And they're going to do it in the form of music with a couple of their classmates. It's entitled, the song for parents, Wind Beneath My Wings, performed by Carrie Elringer, vocal, and Renee Earlbeck on the keyboard. special gift to you parents from the class of '87. I'd like to ask Paul Keel to come forward while I introduce him. Our second speaker of the evening is Paul Keel, the son of Sarah and Bert Keel. His activities have included soccer, swimming, track, tennis, band, and the National Honor Society. He served as captain of the soccer team, earning 3 letters, captain of the swim team, 3 letters, and Most Valuable Player Award, 3 letters in track. He's a winner of U.S. Senate Scholarship, been a board scholar 4 years, salutatorian of his class, superior rating at the Regional Music Festival, first place in the Voice of Democracy, school chess champion 3 times, and all-academic team 4 years. Paul has a grade point average of 3.9 in his future plans, Carleton College to study pre-medicine. The title of his speech is Confidence, the Tool for Success. Please welcome Paul Keel.
Many of you may remember reading a story entitled Paddle to the Sea. It told of a young Indian boy who spent an entire winter carving a toy canoe out of a block of pine. He hoped someday to send it off on a tremendous journey to the sea. His family and friends told him he was merely wasting his time. Still, the boy continued his tireless pursuit, and when the spring thaw finally came, he completed his labors by placing the tiny craft in a nearby creek. Never once did he pause even a moment to consider that it could possibly have been the wrong stream. Never once did he consider that the other boys could have been right and he wrong. Never once did he consider that his endless hours of labor could turn out to be in vain. Eventually, the canoe did reach the sea, but only because the boy possessed the faith and confidence in himself to achieve his goal. Of all man's many attributes, confidence is most powerful. Confidence is a triumph and a tool for success. Confidence is a triumph of uniqueness over mediocrity. Each individual is an entity, a unique and complex creation. This uniqueness must not be contained and suppressed, but rather allowed to grow and flourish to its full potential. Like the little Indian, we are all born with a liberal degree of certitude. A small child readily accepts the story of Jason's golden fleece and feels confident that when they find the end of their rainbow, the leprechaun's elusive gold will be theirs. However, as we mature, this assurance is sadly tempered by reality. If we are to maintain our optimism, we mustn't let our visions be blurred by others' perceptions of reality. We each have our own canoes and golden fleeces, and we each have the confidence needed to triumph over the ordinary and transfer our dreams from reverie to reality. Henry Emile, a Swiss philosopher, once said, "Confidence is the brilliant triumph of the soul over the flesh." We are all endowed with flaws, but it is crucial that we work to prevail over these imperfections. If we allow them to serve as the foundation upon which our character is built, they will grow like a cancer until they dominate our entire identity. We must, rather, emulate men like Franklin Delano Roosevelt, whose life of courage triumphed over adversity. He frequently recalled Henley's famous words, "It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the captain of my ship. I am the master of my soul." I offer to you today the challenge of captaining your ship, mastering your soul. I offer to you today the challenge of triumphing over your flaws and allowing your many diversified talents to shine brilliantly through. Confidence is a triumph of visions over verity. We have each been blessed with the ability to dream. If we allow our dreams to remain merely ethereal, they are useless. But if we transform them into a more tangible substance through means of confidence, they are priceless. This is the challenge I present to you. be willing to dream, and have the persistence and self-confidence to follow these dreams through to their completion. If you keep the intensity and courage of the small Indian, I assure you this completion will be a positive and very gratifying one. Confidence is truly the strongest of all man's many attributes and serves as an excellent foundation for personality. Confidence can never stand alone, but each of us has an abundance of talents that when set side by side with it, signals tremendous potential for success. I wish all of you the success today, and truly have confidence that each of us will, with God's help, find our golden fleeces in pots of gold. I leave you today with a few words from the French Nobel Prize-winning novelist, André Gide. There are potentialities in every human being. Believe in your strength and your youth. Learn to repeat endlessly to yourself, it all depends on me.
Paul will be attending Carleton College next year in Northfield, Minnesota. Carleton is my alma mater, and I'm very pleased to see that they're increasing their entrance requirements. It gives me great pleasure at this point to introduce to you and present to you the class of 1987. They're going to be a tough class for this faculty and administration to see goal. They are a class with class. They're a class that cares about others, and they care about doing a good job. They care, and at the same time, enjoy life while they're doing that. They know how to have fun, and more importantly, when to have fun. They know how to work and when to work. Graduation is often thought of as the end of high school. Of course, the word that's in the program is commencement, which means to commence or to begin again. These 254 students will be beginning another part of their life. It may be of interest to you to know that 84% of them will be going on to further training. 71% of them will be going to community or four-year colleges. 14% of them will be going on to vocational schools, 2% to the military. So this is a commencement. And it gives me great pleasure to present this class, having met the graduation requirements, on behalf of the faculty. At this point, I would ask that they rise in the following order: valedictorian and salutatorian. Board Scholars, National Honor Society, Honor Roll, and the remainder of the class. Mr. Schmokel, on behalf of the faculty and administration of Prior Lakes High School, gives us pride to present to the Board of Education the graduates of the class of 1987. You may be seated.
Mr. Blaisdell, on behalf of the school board, we gladly accept this class and offer them our heartiest congratulations. I, as a surveyor, recognize that commencement means the point of beginning. Class of 1987, you're just at your point of beginning. Congratulations.
At this point, I'll give the reading of the names for the first two diploma recipients. The president of the class, Heather Diane Clausen. And Susan K. Bill. who will continue as the announcers for the remaining members of the class.
Tracy Ann Ingolson. Renee Mary Earlbeck. Deborah Lynn Olson. Kimberly Patricia Hannon. Joseph Allen Benedict. Jason Edward Bach. Robert Scott Grumman. Sean Brian Callahan. Hella Tomsky. Stephanie Lynn Hennon. Sandra Kathleen Beaver. Christine Ann Casey. Kevin Francis Schultz. Jason Lee Simmering. Nicholas John Hoyer. Dean Joseph Warris. Brian Joseph Murray. Mulugeta Yossi. Paul Stephen Carney. Kevin Lee Bonsack. Molly Ann Loftus. Michelle Lee Borka. Carol Ann Sanders. Brenda Lee Rusky. Mona Louise Malkin. Andrea Young Bussy. Kelly Ann Casey. Carrie Joe Elringer. Clayton Ronald Hant. Bruce Christopher Heimro. Brent Charles Arnold. Daniel Melvin Precker. Carrie Lynn Hinkle. Kimberly Marie Svoboda. Matthew Charles Kelly. Jeffrey Paul Petersmeyer. Michael Thomas Tracy. Theodore Eldred Hennon. Thomas Michael Remish. Michael William Peterson. Mary Jo Hennon. Katie Marie Schultz. Carrie Lynn Buss. Stephanie Shawn Montrell. Jacqueline K. Bargman. Joan Marie Klingberg. Michelle Janet Nicholson. Jill Christine Houston. Terrence John Iverson. Jeffrey Robert Boyd. Jeffrey Charles Hall. Dirk William Erlinson. Misa Ray Jorgensen. Kristen Joy Litzow. Robert Blake Hayman. John Roger Schricker. Mark Allen Henderson. Skip Emery Hertlax. Michael Brian Newth. Paul Gerhard Johnson. Craig John Gatzos. Brian Charles Besser. Danielle Christine Harper. Elizabeth Ann Smith. Kelly K. Snyder. Haley Lynn Judish. Mark Christopher Bradley. Jonathan Alexander. Alexander Peters, Brenda K. Mix, Christine Noel DeFore, Timothy Norbert Borka, John William Ballinger, Michelle Ann Stoutler, Thomas John Thaldorf, Robert Gordon Eklund, Benjamin Earl Parrish, Amy Lynn Robinson, Kimberly Sue Noto, Danielle Joseph Mack, Paul Andreas Keel, Margaret Irene Henson, Candace Joe Hobbs, Paul John Internet, Kevin Scott Smith, Laura Marie Holter, Carol Jean Mayer, Wendy Marie Scheidt, Michelle Renee Nordstrom, Wayne Michael Fowley, Kevin Gerald Hofferman, Richard Scott Barr, James Jason Anderson, Robert Warren Bassonnet, Richard Barrett Bassonnet, Todd Michael Lewis, Glenn Allen McGregor, Deborah Susan Ellingson, Kimberly Lynn Anderson, Mark Page Benjamin, Curtis Dean Simon, Michelle Charlotte Jost, Michelle Ann Uglum, Kristen Elizabeth Swanson, Lisa Marie Spencer, Carla K. Rickey, Linda Sue Johnson, Anna Rusk, Janelle Lynn Olson, Kevin Michael Brown, Christopher John DuPont, Daniel Michael Broderick, Thomas Francis Mahol, Lisa Christine Lichtenberg, Nancy Elizabeth Wynn, Sheila Lynn Sorella, Joan Tanya Cruz, Jennifer Elaine Klein, Deneen Ellen Bonsack, Christopher Martin Johnson, Eric David Bull, Bart Eric Pomelos, Mark Donald Johnston, Robert David Blair, James Michael Paquette, Timothy John Matheson, Timothy James Mannion, Laura Ann Bettner, Angela Jane Ekman, Tracy Lynn Edfield, Tammy Ann Neisen, Paul Louis Vito, Daniel Kenneth Besky, Jason Andrew Dejoy, Angela Rose Van Buren, Tina Ollison, Daniela Marietta Mohawk, Bodie Magdalena Horseman, Mary Elizabeth Reed, James Arthur Jader, Terry John Wangren, Mark Kenneth Freeman,
Randall Richard Dernberger,
Joey J. Thompson,
David Gerald Svenby,
Michael Dwayne Fletcher,
Matthew Charles Baker,
Jody K. Anderson,
Sherry Lee Ross,
Kelly Janine Overmeyer,
Cindy Ann Lambright,
Lisa Marie Bass,
Clint Gerald Bonniwell,
Catherine Marie Lampman,
Bridget Arlene Kirkowski,
Kelly Lynn Boss,
Paula K. Peterson,
Robert Wesley Rodwell,
Todd Richard Rodwell,
Scott Fitzgerald Freed,
Jeffrey Richard Bennett,
Cynthia May Schlitt,
Herman Christian Plumker,
Mary Elizabeth Wormka,
Gina Lynn Felton,
Michelle K. Frank,
Gretchen Marie Stark,
Bradley John Geigen,
Ryan Lee Burkhart,
Heather Katrin Pickett,
Crystal Joy Wildman,
Michael J. Carovan,
Nathan Allen Neeson,
Julie Marlene Borkert, Guy Stephen Fisher,
Troy Ronald Olson,
Mary Lynn Russell,
Anne Marie Marchioni,
Scott Allen Watry,
Susan Ellen Larson,
Thomas John Koffenberg,
Thomas Mayhew Bonner IV,
Kurt Donald Niosi,
David Andrew Cook,
Darren Douglas Weir,
Timothy Philip Eichens,
Sandra Marie Arnold,
Susan Renee Durant,
Jennifer Gertrude Johnson,
Tammy Jean Borka,
Jerome Marie Ferris,
Colleen Louise Kohlhoff,
Lisa Marie Malik,
Donna Jean Hancock,
Christy Jo Morell,
Ryan Kenneth Chavit,
Sandra Deanne Johnson,
Sarah Ann Nelson,
Wendy Renee Barron,
Gregory David Leahy,
Jeffrey Thomas Carlson,
Justin Carter Clarine,
Brett David Bresky,
Michael John Golay,
Dana Jean Roth,
Patrice Marie Spindler,
Lynn Marie Shebo,
Jill Marie Reesrath,
Amy Marie Shuffler,
Melissa K. Wallish,
Tina Christine Miller,
Tammy Ray Bolton,
Corey Thomas Manner,
Mark William Peterson,
Mitchell Paul Lannon,
James Raymond Cougars,
Catherine Ruth Velez,
Sanel Rayanne Tesh,
Paul Ralph Nelson,
Kirby Dean Warlock,
Candace Jeanette Johnson,
Bonnie Lynn Johnson,
Scott Stephen Sandberg,
Scott Edward Kepler,
Lori Ann Miller,
Lucinda K. Blakeborough,
Vicki Ann Jaspers,
Lori Lee Larson,
David Charles Swanson,
Daniel John Mahol,
Nancy Lee Ing,
Johanna Lee Koskelen,
Catherine Louise Gibbs,
Jennifer Erin Newton,
Todd Stafford Jannard,
Kevin Christopher Stout,
Stacy Joel Olson,
Shannon Joe Schwecke,
Tara Tove Carlson,
Jennifer Lynn Huddock,
Michael J. Frank,
David Gerald Bremer,
Stephanie Robin Gravel,
Lynn Ann Larson,
Teresa Lynn Weber,
Tana Leigh Felton,
Christine Lee Weaver,
Christine Myrtle Lynn,
Kelly Ann Burke,
Hans Christian Reedy,
Carrie Ann Spearman,
Julie Ann Cuddigan,
Sarah Kristen Lund,
Jody Lee Byer,
Trisha Lee Beckman,
Amy Lynn Redeman,
Jacqueline Jean Willer,
Shannon Marie Shear,
Christopher David Campen,
Glendon Charles Redeman II,
We have one special announcement and diploma to award. From the class of 1979, we'd like to award the diploma to Julie Hackley Creeges, who has just completed her graduation requirements. Thank you.
Will the 1987 senior class of Prior Lake High School please rise?